Warm greetings from Desert Gate. I am Danish. I am here to explain to you our online tool called ClientNet. Now, before I get deep into the ClientNet, I would like to explain to you and give you a brief description what is ClientNet. The ClientNet is our online tool which helps you to get the quick availability, quick rates, okay? And if you want to have more information on the contracts, or what's the contracted rates, what's occupancy of the room, you do also get from there. Once I get into the details, I will explain to you step by step. Okay, so let's get to the first page of our ClientNet. So as you can see on my screen, this is the first page of a ClientNet, which is here. Okay, I'd like to inform you that we will provide you with your own login ID and password. So this is the place where you can place your login ID, and then you can put your login password, and then you can just log in. You get into the page. But before we enter into the ClientNet and understand how it works, I would like to explain to you the two important things which is very essential for people to travel after the pandemic. Okay, as you know, after the corona pandemic, the travel restrictions have become more difficult. Every country has its own rules and regulations on traveling to their own country. So how do you want to know? How will you come to know? You guess, you can write an email to our destination specialist, but to save the time, we would say, you can come here, you can see here a travel restrictions policy. You can click on read more, and you come down, and you can see this page. There is an option, click here. Once you click here, you get into the page of open up for business. Here you get all the details. What's happening, what's going on around the travel restrictions in the world. Fine. Then the next step is the frequent questions which comes into the mind when the client is traveling to a destination. Okay, it's when they arrive, do they need to do a PCR test? After the PCR test, do they need to quarantine in the hotel till they get the result? Or before the departure, do they need to do the PCR test? How they can organize it? Okay, what is the restriction in the hotel? Where can they wear mask? What's the policy? What's all these questions do arises when they're traveling now after the pandemic. So there are some common questions which we have gathered and created it, and which you can get an answer on this one called frequent asked questions. So you can come here, you can click it. Okay, as you know, Desert Gate sells 3 destinations: Maldives, Oman, and UAE, and we do have an update on all the 3 destinations. So if you're traveling in UAE, you can click on UAE, then you can come here to click on frequent questions. Okay, so if you scroll down, you can see there are a lot of questions which is really asked, and you will have an answer for it. What happens? This will save your time, because you send email to the destination specialist and they take certain time to come back to you. But with this information, you can certainly save your time and get more information on this on a quick basis. Okay, so now we go back to this. Fine. We go inside the ClientNet. As you can see, as I told you earlier, you can put your login ID here, the password here, and then login. So here you enter. Now you can see this is the portfolio of yours. You can see some hotels with pictures showing you all of them, right? So this is the place, it's a portfolio for your ClientNet, where you can see there are star ratings. That's also, it helps sometimes to find the hotel. You can search it by the stars and some other features which is below. Fine. So how we go to the next place, which is search. Okay, this is the most important part of the ClientNet. We like to know that how and where I can search, and what are all the other options to search on ClientNet. the hotel's availabilities and the rates. So as you can come down, you can see there is a globe. You can click the globe and you see there are 3 destinations which DesertGate is selling. One is UAE, Oman and Maldives. As an example, you want to see something in UAE. So you click here and it opens according to the place. In Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Fujairah, Sharjah, and you go on to the other Emirates. Okay, now you want to search a hotel which is in Palm. You click here on the Palm. All the hotels from the Palm will come here. Okay, this is one place where you can search an option. Fine. Now there is other second place where you can search an option is from coming to the destination. Search a destination. You can come here and you can select the place according to your choice, the request, and you can search it. Like you just want to search hotels in Dubai, so you click here, okay, Dubai. Then if you have a date, you can come here, like you are searching a hotel which is in basically after 3 days or 4 days of arrival you have. So you select come here, you go to the 4th of July, you have 7 nights, okay, the days, and then you can either, if you know the specific hotel you want to search, you can put the name by it like Medina, or you don't know, you just want to search a hotel option during this period, but you have an occupancy. 2 adults comes by default, but if you want to add a child, the child you cannot add it like here. You need to click on adults to go inside. Okay, so you have 2 adults, you want to make it 3, you can change the number of adults here, and you want to add child, you can come here, add the child depending on your request, plus you can add their age. Automatically it will search, but before you go to and apply a main filter, you need to apply here, and accordingly it will search. So you apply here, that's for the 2, and then you apply filter. Okay, but there is also an option where you can search on star ratings, as I mentioned to you earlier. So you can search either by clicking 4 stars or 5 stars. So it will give you only a 4-star or a 5-star hotel. So you go up, okay, and you can type any hotels, or you can just type apply filter to search which are hotels available. So you can see the hotels are available during this period on your requested periods, and you can just see the rates. All the rates will be on ascending order, so you will have the lowest on the top, and then it goes on with the expensive types. The most expensive will be the last one. Okay. Now, as I have searched, there are a lot of questions coming from the client when they are searching hotel rooms for 2 days, like after the arrival of 2 days, a very last minute request. They say we are not able to find it. So what happens? Some of the hotels, they place, like if it's a 2 days, after 2 days you have an arrival, it's gone on a request basis because there is a release period. Okay, the rooms are available, but it will be on request. So whether the hotel will apply on contracted or they will give a higher rates, it depends on them. So then you need to check what's an option on request basis. So you have a column, you have a box here called include the request products on request. So you click that, and then again you apply the filter. Okay, so you will get both things, the hotels which is available, which can be booked immediately, and then there is the hotels which will come on request, which will show you like this, on request. Okay, like this, on request. You go down, you can see how many hotels, every hotels will show you on request. Okay, so here are the numbers where you can go and keep searching, and it will keep showing you the request basis. Okay, so let's see if the rooms are all on request, or there are some rooms which are still available to book. Yes, that's also options do come. If you enter into the request hotel, you can see there are rooms which are all on request, but there are suites which is still can be booked. So when the client asks, you can tell them, see, there are rooms which are on request basis. We need to check with the destination specialist in the DesertGate if it's available. Or we can offer you suite which you can book immediately. That's available. So that's an option and gives you a very quick answer for your last minute requests. So you don't need to wait and send an email for destination. You can still offer it even if it's a last minute and the hotel is on request. Fine. So we go back again and apply a filter. Okay. So like we come here, we want to make a booking for beach resort. Or say you want to take address downtown. So you go here, click the details. So this page gets open. Address downtown. It will always show you the cheapest rate on the top. Okay. Now, please allow me to explain once again on this. There are more descriptions on here. So you see, it is a description call, and there is languages. See how many, plenty of languages are there, right? So you can switch on to any language you prefer. Automatically, it will change it to your preferred language. Okay. Next, what's the facts? The facts is about the hotel. When was the hotel done? When was the last renovation? How many rooms? Check-in, check-out. You will get the facts here. Next is incident and errata. There is a very common question comes up, like when the hotel is having constructions, is there any renovation? Is there any pool closed? How many restaurants are open? Or is there any constructions going on around? So this is the place where you can find an incident and errata about the hotel before you start selling that client. If you want to know the location, we have a map. So you can find it, the location of the hotel, just at the center. Yeah. Then we come to the main column one, the most important one, which is the availability. Okay. Now we come to the availability. We see here the dates are correct, number of days, deluxe rooms, you have a meal plan, and this is your rates. Okay. Now this is the first page where you see, okay, there is an availability. You have a deluxe room only, you have premium. So it also goes, the meal plan goes on like room only, breakfast, it goes on with half board, full board, the meal plan, whichever the hotels is providing. Okay, so now let's start with the breakfast, the most common one, which all of them prefer. It's deluxe room, the first room category with the breakfast. Okay, once like to explain to you the very important factor in this client net. You can see there is two types of room type mentioned. Okay, just to explain to you, the second room type you should always follow, because this is the room type which you will see on the hotel website. Okay, what happens sometimes you are seeing this room type and you see on a hotel website it's not showing. The first room type shows what is in our system, but the second room type is the same what is in the hotel website. So just to differentiate, just to make you understand it, to select a correct room type, this is how you can check. Okay, so now you want to go ahead. You have decided 59.75 USD, the address downtown, from 7th to 10th of July. So now you want to make a booking. So how do you do that? Okay, now as you know that a lot of us, we do have a reference number. We do use one kind of reference number. If you have it, or if you want to use it like a client name, or do you have any number, you can enter it here. So when the booking will be done, it will come under your own reference number which you have created it. But if you don't, still there will be a reference number created by the system by default. Okay, so then you can use that reference number. So we go into, like, let's start. You have a reference number and you have created it 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you have a leading packs. You want to have the leading packs name, Mr. Smith. Okay, and you can enter his surname, Mr. Smith. Goodbye. Okay, you can enter the email, the age as per. You can also enter the additional packs name, like it's Lucy. Okay, so now this is 2 people traveling. Okay, now they are honeymooners and they want to have some special amenities. So you want the hotel to be informed about that. So where do you place that? So that's a place where called booking notes, a special request. So you can put here honeymooners. If you want to request special like king size bed. You want to have special amenities. Okay, so this is place. So once you create the booking, automatically the system will have this information into that booking, and when it goes to the hotel, hotel can see, okay, they are the honeymooners, they are kings, they are looking for king size and special amenities. Okay, so they will arrange it accordingly. Then we go to the money quarter. Now this is the place where you saw the rates, everything is there. But sometimes what happens, you want to see the rate breakdown. Where do I see the rate breakdown? So you go here on the right hand side, you click this red eye and you see the rate breakdown. Okay, so you see the per night rate breakdown, you see which promotion has been applied, everything. You even see what is the promo code, days before arrival, it will come up. Okay, so this will help you. This also helps you at the time when you are making a booking for a New Year period. A lot of clients, they want to ask, what is the gala dinner rate? So how do you find it? You find it from here. So when you click any booking from 30 December till 7th of January, something passing the New Year of 31st, you can come here and you can see the New Year rates. What is the supplement? So you will get an idea of it. Now, the next factor on the booking is the most important one, is the cancellation policy. Right? How do you get the cancellation policy? So you can come here. So before you proceed, you can see the cancellation policy. No show, 100% charges, and 2 days prior to arrival. So if you cancel the booking 2 days prior to arrival, there will be no charges, but it's cancelled within the 2 days of the booking, is 100% charges applicable even with the no shows. Okay, just to make sure, just to inform you, this is the only place where you can see the cancellation policy of the booking. Once you create the booking, you will not be able to see the cancellation. So what happens, in that case, you need to contact your destination specialist and they will get back to you with the cancellation policy. Okay, so now we come back here and you can book it. So how do you book? So before we booking, you thought I would like to tell you, before you book, you want to add transfers or you want to add any other services to the booking so that you can just create at once. Yes, you can still do it. You have the services here, add-on service, and you can get an options of booking the transfers, booking the maraba, or any other, or any kind of excursions you go. So first we click here and we click book. So this is the page what you will get. It means the green, it means booking is confirmed. When you book on the free slot chart, which is mentioned book, it means your booking is already confirmed and you will have one special reference number which is here. Okay, you will have this reference number which is book here. Fine, so you will know that your booking is confirmed. So now, after you have done your booking, where do you find your booking? Is there. So you go to your bookings, next column which is called bookings. You see, this is the place. You have done your booking, you have all the details of your booking here, whatever you have done. Right? Now, sometimes maybe this booking were done in today and you want to search in September. I did a booking for Mr. Smith. I would like to know the details of it. What was the booking? What rate I used? So if you want to do a quick search, you can just go here. Either you can put the booking reference number if you remember, the ID number, or the pax name, or you can search the period of time between that period where you can get this. You have done it. So automatically the booking will be generated. So after the booking you have done, the next important step is, how do I get the confirmation printout, the voucher? How do you do that? Or in case if you want to edit something in the booking, how will you? So you click on this box and you double click the booking. The booking gets open with everything, the rates, the names, the booking ID reference, the reference number. As you see, the reference number is 1234, the one we have put it. Okay, but if it's automatically generated, there will be a different reference number coming up. This is your booking. You see your company notes, honeymooners, king size, everything is coming. Okay. Now the one, if you remember, I explained to you, you can add the services. So as you see, if you click on this, you can add transfers, you can add activity, you can add airport services. So you have other things which you want to add it, you can still add it on this booking. Now the next question, how do I get the confirmation letter, the invoice and the vouchers? So you see this column called action, you just click on the action. You see you have this. You have the option to print the confirmation, you have option to print the confirmation guest voucher, the pro forma invoice. Okay, so you have to print the voucher. So you click here, it's open into the another page, right? And you get it. This is the voucher. You will have it. You have the hotel, the address, every details, the guest name, the room type, and the meal plan. Explain to you. Once the confirmation is entered by the hotel, once the booking is gone to the hotel and they entered it automatically in the system, you will find the confirmation option here, which will show you the hotel confirmation number. So when the guest goes to the hotel, they give them the voucher, they can see there is a confirmation letter, the confirmation number, and they can have it. There will be no issues. You can also print it by downloading, or you can print it from here. Okay. You want to print the invoice, you can print the performer invoice. You can see there's a performer invoice which gives you all the details with the VAT and everything, and you can have it. You'll have the company's bank address here, the Desert Gate bank address, everything will be there, the details will be given. You'll have your own booking service will be here. So everything you will have it with the VAT taxes. This is our performer invoice. Fine. Now, just in case if you want to cancel the booking, how do you do that? You want to cancel it by yourself. You don't want to drop an email to destination specialist. So just go here and you cancel the booking. So there is two ways. What happens once you enter the booking? You have entered one transfers, arrival, departure. You have entered the marhaba, but you want to keep the hotel booking and you want to cancel the transfers because you have booked through Emirates business class and they are providing you the transfer. So you can either go, you can click here cancel service and you can select the line which you want to cancel. Automatically only that line will cancel, the rest everything will remain the same. Okay, but in case you want to cancel the whole booking, you can click here and you can cancel the booking. So before canceling the booking, it will come up here, cancel, no cancellation fees. But just to let you, if you're canceling the booking within the cancellation policy, there will be a cancellation fee showing here, and there will be the price amount coming up here, which will show you that there is a cancellation fees. Okay, so that will be, so once you go ahead, you confirm this one, the booking gets cancelled and you will see it's cancelled. And on dot booking, the original price returns 0. But if there is a charges, this price will show up here depending on what the cancellation policy is. So this is about how do you make a booking, how do you cancel, how do you print the confirmation in the invoice and the vouchers. But after this, still, if you get some more queries or you find any difficulties, our destination specialist is always there. Please do send us an email. We will certainly revert back to you with an assistance. Okay. Now we go to the most important part of the ClientNet, which is the contracts. Sometimes what happens, the client, they want to know what is an occupancy of that room, or when is the cancellation policy, okay, or what promotion is been picking up. As I showed to you, you can do it by doing the booking as well. You can see the promotion, but there is also a different way of doing it. Okay, so that's where you come to the updates of the bookings. Now this is the important place where you can find the contracts of the hotel. If you want to see the contract, we have two ways. One, either the Excel or PDF. Excel gives you more detailed description with the occupancy, the stop sales and everything. So you would like to see how it works. If you know the hotel, you want to see like an example, Grand Hyatt. So you can just put Grand Hyatt and put enter. So it will come up the Grand Hyatt Hotel. Okay, Then on the way you can just download the Excel, the PDF on both of them easily. So once the Excel is downloaded, you can open it. This is the Excel which gets open for Grant here. Now you can come here and you can see, you can click on the plus column and you can see the contracted rates for the period. So this is easier for you to understand what's the contracted rates during that hotel. Okay. Then there are a few questions which also comes up in the mind, where there is a minimum restrictions during that. Most of the hotels during the new year offers minimum restrictions. So how would you like to check that? So you come down, you see here the policies, the cancellation policies also come. There is a minimum restriction place. So you click here. You see the dates are given, start date and end date. What's the minimum description? 2 nights. So what happens when you try to make a booking for 1 night? You will not be able to find it, or maybe it's on request, because the contracted rate to be applied for minimum of 2 nights. So this is also very important for you to know. Then you can come down, you can see the occupancy. It's allowed 1 adult plus 1 child, 2 minus 5.99, it means it's below 3 years, 6 or 11.99, it means 12 years and below. Please note 12 years will be always considered as an adult. Okay, and then you come to the most important part, which is the stop sale, free sales and the requests. So you can see all the colors, R&D yellow, which means it's on request, release period. You can see which is here, that's in SS, means the stop sales, free sale is FS. So from here also you can find it and you can inform your client. Please note, if you want to book it, 4th of June is a stop sale, so I would like to you book from 5th or 6th, because there is a full free sale during that whole month. So this is how you can just see the free sale and a stop sale, and you can offer to the client, and it makes your life easier. Instead, because you send us an email why the hotel is showing, why the hotel is not coming up, or why it's on request. So you can come here and you can check it's just because it's a stop sale or it's a release period. This is the reason what's happening. So we go back, and this is about the actions. Okay, about the hotels, where you can get the updates, the Excel. The same, you can download it and you can print it out. You can also have it in a PDF the same way. Okay, so we go back into the main concept. Now this is what it's all about, the ClientNet. This is the more important details on it. Every details are there. The second thing, the last one before I end, the logins. Once you are logged in, you can log out from here and you can change the language of the ClientNet into different: Russian, Spanish, Dutch and English. You can also change it according to your choice, and you log out. And thank you very much for listening to me. This is all about the ClientNet, and in future if you have any questions with it, or if you find any difficulties, Desert Gate team is always there. Please do write to your destination specialist and we will get back to you quickly with a reply. Thank you and have a nice day.